Hey folks, this is Jay here from Chandler, Arizona. Thanks a lot for all the great encouragement you guys have given me. A lot of you guys have actually asked me how do we change or control our food habits? Is it paleo diet or keto diet or intermittent fasting? What should we do? And I believe that thinking about food habits in a meal plan is not the long term method to go. Thinking that we will abstain from food is does not work. The only way to figure out food is by figuring out our habits, our trigger points of how we put food in our mouth, and then figure out a way to actually control the quantities of the food we eat. That's the only way. Here are some myths people think about food habits in their weight loss program, or whatever in the getting fit program, and things like that. They feel by abstaining a particular food or a set of foods, it will help them. I can tell you from personal experience, it does not. These foods, especially some of the foods which our forefathers and fathers have eaten, are good for you. What we have lost in this entire process is two things. It is the amount of food we eat and the combination and the ratios of food we eat. So yes, sure, deep fried food in hot oil with say vegetable oil is not good, but if you go and ask any scientific research process, the ratio of that, along with sugar you eat, along with some other fats you eat like avocado and things like that, that is what matters. So number one is there is no one stroke or one thing you can abstain and it would work. Number two is, as I just said, it is the foods you eat work in combination. They are not in vacuum in your body. So how much sugar you eat, how much fat you eat, how much protein you eat, how much vitamins you intake, how much fiber you intake, all that in a combination works. No one thing is going to help you change your physical fitness for decades to come and for your entire life. That's number two. Number three is that there is, in this day and age, as we grown up, and if you are like me in your 40s, then there is no way you can change all your habits. Your childhood was what your childhood was, and you have to kind of respect that, right? So let's not forget that the foods which we have grown up with are all not that bad. It does not work when you eat large quantities of it or you don't balance it with other things. So I would say number three is not to change all your food habits completely. There can be foods which technically are not great, but you can eat in smaller quantities. For me, it is dark chocolate and sometimes some deep fried savory food, or some amount of a gelato or an ice cream. I still eat that, right? That is not a problem. But as far as I can eat in small amounts, and I can have a ratio of it by not adding sugar in my tea, or having more salads and dark greens or nuts to balance that kind of fat out, it can work. So once again, three things. Number one is abstaining one food does not help. It is to be looked in terms of quantities. Number two is the foods which are not good for us are generally in combination of other things and not in just one food. And number three is not all foods are completely bad. There are foods which are in this gray area. If you eat in small quantities, could work. So there are things which, if you really like, then you can just make, say, a list of three things which you will continue to eat in small amounts, and that is okay. You can have a great body and a great health by eating that as well. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and collaborate on comment section if you have any thoughts on this subject. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.